Okay, back to the parking. We've done 5,632 steps and it's past 2 p.m. So we have to go 2.5 kilometers back to the junction, 9 kilometer deep inside to the Yana Caves. Let's see how long this 11 kilometer takes. This again is a super fun ride through the forest, all serpentine and climbing hills and hairpin bends and stuff. Super nice and cool, nobody's around, very peaceful. I think we have about 5-6 kilometers to go. We took a turn and now we're going very deep into the forest. Look at these trees. I think eucalyptus trees. So tall and really old. Made it to Yana Caves, but the board signs here are all in the regional language, nothing in English. Even for the Vibhuti Falls was the same. So I had a little refresh break with cucumber salad and fresh tender coconut water. Uncle tried to scam me for 10 rupees, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. So anyways, the entrance ticket for this place is 20 rupees, and at the entrance there is two board signs. One basically explains the geology of this place, like the rock formation, and the other explains the mythology of this place. So there are two different legends. You can pause and read it, but the gist is that in one of the demons had a blessing of sorts that whoever he touches would turn into ashes. So he was tricked into touching himself and he turned into ashes. That's why there's black rocks here. Well, technically these are lava rocks, but that's the mythology side. And Shiva basically had to intervene in one of the incidents, and he ended up splitting the rocks into two. And that's why there is a big split, and there's a 120 meter rock and a 90 meter rock. So two hills, I think, is what we are going to see. And when I paid for the entrance ticket, I asked Akka how long is it going to take to see the entire thing, and she says 1 hour return trip. So it's 2:43 right now. By 3:43, 4 p.m. or so we should be all done from here. Should be a good time to grab a little late lunch, but lunch. So that's where we are going. Nice and easy walk. We are at 5,924 steps for the day. Going downhill is a lot of fun. I can already start to see the rock formation, but the way back is going to be uphill. I think when Akka mentioned 1 hour, she kept 40 minutes to climb uphill. It's a very steep uphill. A lot of people are taking breaks, and this also is cool, not humid. But yeah, the weather conditions here somehow drop your stamina a little bit. But anyways, the rock formation and the caves are right there. Whoa, what an epic natural marvel. This is really cool. There is a temple at the entrance, so I did the darshan, got the blessings as well. And now from the temple itself you start walking towards the cave side. You are not allowed to use drones here, and don't use flash because there are honeybees here. And this cave entrance is separate. It's like 10 rupees per head for an adult. So that's not included in the 20 rupees you pay to come inside the premises, let's say. I'm gonna do a mini trek all the way to the cave. So nice and cool out here, and it's very peaceful, although I can hear the bats inside. It's their home. We are just entering in it. Rental property, but it's the first time I'm trekking through a cave barefoot. I suppose this is the rift that they were talking about. So there is one cliff here, one hill here, and then a big rift in the middle. The board sign on mythology mentioned that Shivji did this. Came up on a Venu Gopal Krishna temple, and then we are going further deep down. I think you are going around the cave through this kind of a path, and you're doing trekking. So we might have to climb all those steps that we just came down, but it was a very nice experience through the cave. Oh yeah, the climb starts already from here. Good thing is it is sheltered. Now it is cloudy and we are deep in the valley, so it's nice and windy and cool environment, despite the fact that it is 320 and my steps are increasing, so I am winning. That was a pretty nice and easy trek, and not have to climb too much, and you come up at this shoe stand and temple's main entrance here under this cave which we went in from. So all in all, a pretty good experience. It's 320 and then little bit of trek left to get to the exit gate. It's becoming very windy and all this dirt is flying. We just stopped to check. There's a path going down there to Kumta side. We came from Sirsi side, so we're going back to the parking this way. There's a very steep decline that way as well. Maybe that's another route to come from Kumta, probably. Huh? Huh? Yes. Huh?
Channel name.
The Rustic Wanderer.
The Rustic Wanderer.
Huh.
Okay.
Thank you. People saw me vlog and randomly asked for channel name. I doubt they'd ever subscribe that way, but anyways, if they ask, it doesn't hurt to share. Maybe we get some support. Other problem is there is no signal here, so they won't immediately subscribe, and can't really tell by the time they get home would they remember or not. But look at the sudden change in weather. It's like all cloudy, super windy, typical typhoon like setting, and monkeys running around, langurs. But it's not predicted to rain, so I don't know what's happening. With this beautiful view, finally it's time for lunch. 3:30 p.m. Let's start walking towards the exit and drive to that hotel Udupi for a nice lunch. Really like this view. Don't want to stop the camera at all. Alright, it's 3:40 p.m. and we have done 8,300 steps. And finally time to say bye to this area, and we are heading towards the hotel for lunch. And an elderly couple with the young generation, I think a full joint family, came over just now, and they were asking, is it too much to walk, is it very difficult, how long does it take? Typical questions. I guess they weren't prepared for like a trek that is expected here, even though it is relatively easy for a seasoned trekker. But for elderly, I just advise them to take plenty of breaks and bring water with them. So they're getting some coconut water in a bottle and they'll bring it inside, which is actually quite nice. Water or coconut water does the same job. Anyways, it has started to drizzle. Not feeling much in the forest, but we should get to the hotel soon. So that was a really nice and fun meal after 8,500 steps for the day. A lot of trekking and running around. It was a very delicious thali. They had veg and non-veg options here. So despite the hike in the LPG prices, they have kept the rates pretty reasonable. They did show me like few of the snacks were quite high priced, but they told me they had no choice. The LPG shortage is driving up the prices. So it's kind of fair at the moment. So all in all, a pretty good experience and a very nice and tidy campus as well. So all done here, and oh, they had Wi-Fi, so I connected to the world for a little bit, because out here in the forest there is no network. But anyways, so gonna end this vlog. I'm just gonna go back to my hotel homestay and rest up for the day, because tomorrow we have early morning trekking. More on that in another episode. This is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you again the next time.